They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
And with the 5th pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Mark Sanchez, quarterback, USC.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Hello, Slurred Word sports fans. It is Monday night. We just finished the Bears-Redskins. Matt, so you remember when I texted you that this under's not going to hit?
Yep.
And you said, yeah, you can still get to 41. Matt, good news. I took a teaser. It was 47. I had 47. Total score, 46.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so I'm pumped. I'm in a great mood. All my bets hit tonight. I had the player prop with Taylor Gabriel over 23.5 yards. No, 30 yards. I don't remember now. But he hit it, killed it. And then I had Case Keenum over 23.5 completions. Everything I needed hit. I'm real happy. Had a bad weekend, but I had a great Monday night.
Oh man, that's not great that it was a bad weekend.
It's okay. We made it back tonight. I'm back on track to retire early.
All right, that's good. That's good.
All right, let's talk about the Monday night game. Unless you got something to say before that.
No, that's it. I'm ready to talk about this Monday night game.
All right. What do you want to start with? What do you started up? I don't really know what we started with this NFL game.
Well, okay, so I think the big thing that I guess talked about Mitchell Trubisky finally completed a touchdown pass. Looked good in the first half with 3 touchdowns. Looked okay in that second half. Had one really bad pass that Josh Norman intercepted, which I just it's like how do you underthrow a fade route? I don't get how you underthrow a fade route.
He underthrew it by a mile.
Yeah, as a third-year quarterback, it's like the whole point of a fade route is it's your guy catches it or goes out of bounds. Mm-hmm. Those are the only 2 options. But I mean, other than that, he looked good. Now, granted, Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz have also looked very good against this Redskins defense, so no one's looked bad against them. But do you think this was a game that Mitchell Trubisky will build on and the Bears will kind of get momentum from, or was this more of an anomaly with their offense being successful?
I think it's definitely some confidence booster. I mean, there's not much you can take bad away from that game, other than the second half stunk. They played a terrible second half. If the game just ended in the first half, I feel like that's the most confidence you can gain. Other than that, I mean, I think that's a good win. They did what they had to do. They went on the road, Monday Night Football. I know the Redskins aren't a tough team, and they're not even good, like, historically in Monday Night Football at FedEx, or is it FedEx Field? Wherever they play at now. They're like 1-15 in primetime games at home. So, I mean, they did what they had to do. Defense looked sluggish in the second half. I don't know if it was, like, adrenaline, and they were all pumped up over the first half, and they just didn't come out for the second half, or they just got too lackadaisical. Maybe it's a 28-3 lead thing. Maybe we just don't get it. Once you get that 28-3 lead, maybe you just get a little nervous, and you just play too conservative. But if Case Keenum doesn't fumble over that goal line, we were talking about it earlier, maybe the Redskins have a shot. Oh, not the goal line, but the first down with about 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the fourth one or whatever where he tried to go over. Mm-hmm. It's because you want to know why you said goal line? Because that play is exclusively ran at the goal line. Because at the goal line, if the ball breaks the plane, you score. But the first down, you got to hold on to the ball the whole time.
Yeah.
You can't just break the plane and then get the first down. That's not how football works.
There's a little thing that Bill Belichick loves to do. His players aren't allowed to stretch the ball out, and that's exactly why. He's going to show that tape tomorrow morning. He's like, this is why we don't extend the ball. And Tom Brady's going to eat it up. The whole Patriots are going to eat it up. And they're probably going to say, like, man, I'm so glad we got rid of AB also.
They're also like, why don't we but Bill Belichick's also like, why don't we extend the ball out? And they're like, because we're just going to keep it tucked and score a touchdown anyways. And he's like, exactly. And then you don't have to go for it on 4th and 1. We're up at that point.
That's true. We don't have many of those plays. Tom Brady isn't going over the top of anyone.
Yeah.
But I mean, I mean, the Redskins made their little comeback. I want to see Dwayne Haskins next week. I want to see Daniel Jones versus Dwayne Haskins Sunday Football. I need excitement. Go ahead, make the move.
I don't want to see him. The only reason, so I do want to see him next week. But if you play him next week, you play him for the rest of the season.
Yes.
You can't play him and then play Case Keenum the week after and then go back to Haskins. You know, you can't pick and choose. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if I'm the Redskins, I'm not having him play against the Patriots. Bill Belichick schemes up too good of a defense, and this is the best Patriots defense they've seen in a while. The two teams I'm not having my rookie quarterback play against, Bears and Patriots. It's just too tough on a rookie, especially someone who only played 13 starts in college. So, he's not even used to the college game. I wouldn't think at that point. He's not going to be ready for an NFL game. And in the second start, I just think if you put him out there against the Patriots, if he gets eaten up and they hide coverages and maybe it would be a good learning lesson, baptism by fire thing, but I think it could also really ruin his confidence and start to turn the fans against them. I say you wait 2 weeks. If you lose both those games, who cares? It doesn't matter. You play them against the Dolphins and maybe give them, confidence booster.
I like what you're saying about starting against the Dolphins. Obviously, worst team in the NFL. Get the confidence, but I like the experience more. I'd rather get the experience. I want him playing against the best defenses in football. I want to see him. I mean, if he can't play against those defenses, he's not going to be ready to play against that defense yet. But if he can't mentally do it yet, if his confidence is going to be that shook, he's probably never going to be that guy on the football field, and he's just not your franchise quarterback. You need to give him as much time as he needs, experience, let him get it out there, and if you can figure out if that's going to be your guy. That's how I kind of see it. You there?
Yeah, I just think that's setting him up to fail, and even if he deals with it well, it's just like you want to lose that game anyways. You're gonna lose that game anyways. Let's not have him throw picks, get down on himself. Just give him as much chance to succeed as possible. And playing against the Patriots is not a great chance to succeed.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You want to see him just get the confidence. I don't know. I think you just need the experience. I think the experience is the most important thing. And I mean, the season's already lost. No one's even talking about this. Trent Williams is just sitting out. They finally talked about it a little bit on Monday Night Football, but Trent Williams hasn't played all year, and that's probably one of the best players in the NFL sitting out. Well, he is the best player in the NFL sitting out. No one wants to talk about him. He's worth the first-round pick. The Redskins need to get rid of him. Everyone wants to talk about Jalen Ramsey, Melvin Gordon, Antonio Brown. Trent Williams is on a bad football team, so no one really gives him attention. He's an offensive lineman, but that kid's a special player. The Redskins need to find out what they're doing with him.
Yeah, definitely one of the best left tackles in the NFL, arguably the best. I think it's more of the Reds. Trent Williams is not going to play for the Redskins. He's not going to play another game in a Redskins jersey. I don't think the Redskins see that, and even if they do, I think they're saying, well, we'd rather him not play for us than continue to play for someone else. But still, I agree. Like, maybe they're going to wait and see if someone tries to overpay for him when October rolls around. Someone that maybe they think that's their piece to, win them a championship or get them in the playoffs or this or that. But yeah, if I'm them, I'm trying to get as high of a first round pick as possible. See if you can get a couple picks, top 15 picks.
Off the top of my head, I'd say Falcons should be definitely really interested in him. Buffalo, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, really, he's upgraded any team.
Cleveland too.
If the Texans ain't get Laramie Tunsil, I'm sure they'd be trying to trade for him.
Cleveland would like that too. All right.
Yeah, Cleveland would love him.
Let's say let's talk about the Bears. NFC North. Do we think the Bears still can win this division?
I mean, I definitely think they can because they are a team that, they've gotten 32 interceptions. They've allowed 26 passing touchdowns since 2018. And that's the type of team they are. They're going to have more they're just going to create turnovers, and they have names all over the place. The thing that I think gets them in trouble is, look, if you give any NFL offense besides the Dolphins, if you give any NFL offense 12 chances to score, they're probably going to score on one or two of them at least, if not more. Mm-hmm. The better teams will probably score on 5 or 6 of them. And so if your offense can't hold the ball like they were trying to do in the second half and they failed at doing, if you can't put together drives, then you're just giving the other team's offensive chance. And your defense can be as good as possible. You give them 15 chances, they're going to make good on one of them, 1 or 2 of them. And so it's like, the Redskins were able to put up 15 points if the Bears' offense stalls out like they can do, and they only get 12 points, well, then they lose that game. So I think their offense is holding them back quite a bit. I think Matt Nagy was getting real creative with his play call in the first, and they were rolling, and if they continue to do that, they'll be a threat. But, we've seen them play 6 halves of football, and their offense has been good for one of those halves. So really, with how loaded this NFC North is, I don't think they win the division. And really, if their offense looks like this for the rest of the year, they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. Next weekend, they take on the Vikings at home. That's the big game for Chicago right there. You got to win that game if you're going to win the North. If you don't win that game, I don't think they're going to win the North. They got Trubisky's going to have such a tough time against that Vikings secondary. I don't see them winning that game. But, I guess they don't necessarily.
You got to go north of the.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see them winning the North. I can see them making the playoffs as a wild card team, but I don't know. That North is also really tough. That's like the best division in football right now. Every team has 2 wins.
Yeah,
at least 2 wins.
Who's going to be the king in the North at the end of the year?
I don't know. I still like the Vikings right now. All right. I wanted to talk about Eddie Pinheiro. Did you hear all the fans at Chicago or in DC, all the Bears fans just chanting Eddie the whole game? Or not the whole game, but every time he came on the field?
Why was he kicking?
I don't know. He never should have been kicking in the first place, especially when it was like 28-3.
No.
I don't know. He looked like he was in so much pain. It looked terrible. It looked absolutely
clear.
terrible.
He couldn't put his foot down after he kicked.
I don't know.
Why was he? I don't understand this. You get a kicker that the fans love and appears to be good for the first time in what seems to be a long history. Don't play him when he's hurt, especially in a game like this. If he would have not played the whole game, you know what the difference would have been? Nothing. They still would have won. So I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But I want to hear like a Chicago Bears fan after the game. I want to hear him in a Chicago accent just talking about how tough Eddie Pinheiro is and how proud they are that he gritted it out and made the effort just to play for the Bears.
Yeah.
He's going to be the Bears. He's the Bears' favorite player, I think. Every Bears fan's favorite player right now.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Eddie is such a good Chicago name, too.
I think they're just happy to have someone. I think that, he could be a bad kicker, too. He really could be a bad kicker. And they won't even care because he made that game-winning kick. And, you know what I mean?
Dude, they're hyping.
He's a bad kicker, still make the playoffs. They won't care.
They're hyping him up like he's Adam Vinatieri in his prime. And he's played in 2 games and he's made 1 kick. 1 big kick. He made another kick in the first week.
Done that much. But, hey, missed his first field goal tonight. I really do think it was because he's hurt.
Yeah.
And he's been great, but I don't know. It was funny. how like they definitely only played him because he made that 53-yard kick.